The Golden Maharaja. Alex, how you doing this evening?
What's up, guys?
Dave, how you doing?
I'm great. This is gonna be
Thank you,
fun.
Danny. Appreciate that. Really do appreciate everybody giving me your birthday wishes here on the show last Tuesday night, and everybody with the birthday wishes on Twitter. I really do appreciate that. Look at Brandon After coming in here, giving his little funny comedy act. Good one there, Brandon After. Thank you, Danny, for these for the birthday wish. Speeds and Jeffrey Cross, appreciate the super hearts. Thank you guys for popping in. Got quite a bit to talk about tonight. You know, Thursday nights for the next couple of weeks are going to be a pretty packed show because we'll be talking about three wrestling shows now. Yes, three wrestling shows: 205 Live, NXT, and the Mae Young Classic. Unfortunately, I was not able to watch the 205 Live show or the Mae Young Classic. I was a little bit busy today, but I did check out NXT for sure. And we'll go with Dave with the 205 Live analyst, and then we'll get Alex and Dave's thoughts on the Mae Young Classic as well. So let's jump right into NXT first. Birthday went pretty good. Thank you, everybody, again for the birthday wishes. Brandon After, thank you for popping in as well. Appreciate that, dude. And everybody who came in, and thank you for joining us again. All right. So, William Regal opening up the show was going to talk about the whole attacking on Aleister Black, but unfortunately, Undisputed Era interrupted, and Adam Cole is irate, and he wants his rematch against Ricochet for the North American Championship. Well, William Regal made his wish come true and announced that there will be a triple threat match between Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole. Now, the only thing that I did not catch, and I may have missed it, and you guys can tell me in the chat room, and Dave or Alex, did he say it was going to be at the pay-per-view show, or is it going to be on a TV taping?
TV taping.
Okay, so it's on a TV taping. I did hear them maybe say 3 weeks from now that there would be that match. So they did also announce another match, and this one will be at the special. God, I'm thinking of the what's the damn pay per view called? I
Evolution.
can't. No. The NXT, the War Games. There you go. That at War Games we will see Strong and O'Reilly defend their tag team championships against the War Raiders. Now
Wait,
I
really?
know
So,
we
That was I thought that was
go ahead.
no, they said that that will be at War Games unless they messed up. I know I thought I heard William Regal say that it will be at War Games.
I heard him say
Now,
against War Raiders in 2 weeks for the tag titles. I
yeah.
didn't hear him say nothing about War Games.
oh no, he said okay. Here we go. Here's the exact words he said. Regal says that in 2 weeks we will get Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole for the triple threat match for the North American title, and then in 3 weeks, I'm sorry, we will see Strong and O'Reilly defend their titles against the War Raiders. So none of the matches will be at
They still have a while to build up because War Games is a while back
yeah.
up till Survivor Series.
It's
That
like two
is
months out.
that is very true. They have quite some time to book the War Games special or pay per view, whatever you want to call it, in the next couple of months. So 2 weeks we get the triple threat. 3 weeks we get the tag team match. Alex, we'll go with you. Which match are you more excited to see, and which match do we more than likely see a title change, if any?
I'm looking forward to the triple threat. I mean, Pete Dunne and Ricochet killed it, and they had a no finish match. So add Cole in. It's a different, add something different. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of super kicks and flips, but should be fun. As for who's going to change the title, honestly, I don't see either match having a title change on a TV show. I feel like
Okay.
it's going to be shenanigans and, like I said, prolong until War Games.
All right, so here's my also another question for you. These men right here, Strong, O'Reilly, War Raiders, Dunn, Ricochet, and obviously Adam Cole. We just should just say Undisputed Era in itself. These 6 men or 7 men. Do you see them in the War Games match, or do you see these guys in separate matches? Because it looks like it's going to lead up to the War Games match between these guys.
I think it's going to go to the War Games match. I honestly prefer not to because that means your North American titles like held up, your tag titles are held up. Like pretty much only your women's and NXT World Champion would be defended, and the rest would go to War Games. You know?
Yeah, that is. Go ahead, Dave.
Really quick, Alex. Well, what if they did this? They put all the titles on the line, and whoever wins, they all the titles.
Just take everything.
Yeah, when
that would be fun.
But, so you're telling me this like it'd be so. How would you? But what if you're Pete Dunne in that situation? Wouldn't you want to get that title? Or are you going to just say it's all for one? Whoever everybody's for themselves.
I guess you could say the War Raiders would win the tag titles, and Dunne and Ricochet would keep their title.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they book the War Games match itself in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. We do see those two matches happening next couple of weeks. Yes, Dave. What's up, England? How you doing tonight, dude?
But if that doesn't happen, then I agree with Alex completely. I would not want all my tag titles, North American and UK title, all tied up in one match if there's not on the line. I mean, you're not going to have no titles. I mean, so do they do away with War Games and not? I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, but with these teams, I mean, what do you do with the tag titles?
But honestly, who else can you honestly put in the War Games match other than these men right now? What's up, Chris? How you doing? Because right now, other than these guys in the current feud that we have with these gentlemen right now, other than that, we have current established feuds right now. We have EC3 and Lars Sullivan. We have Velveteen Dream, and it looks like Johnny Gargano. Looks like we got established feuds already. Who else would you throw into the War Games match right now? It seems like it's surrounded by the Undisputed Era, War Raiders, Pete Dunne, and Ricochet.
Well, if you're going to go that route, then Undisputed Era does need to drop the tag titles and have them face someone else in War Games.
What's up, dude?
Don't have titles. Because otherwise, what's the point in having your tag titles and all your other three titles all tied up and not defended at War Games? That's really a big match for you. So unless you just have, I don't know if they want to do a tag title match at War Games or what, but I mean,
like, if you think about it, you'd have only 3 matches: the War Games, women's title, and the WWE NXT. Then you could have a singles match, but that's not much of a vibe.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you want to see Ricochet defending that title? And wouldn't you want to see the tag titles defended? I mean, yeah, I mean, so if you take the titles off of Undisputed Era and you have them face another 3 or whoever it would be, I don't know, or 4 or however they want to do it.
Hey, throw in the Street Profits into the War Games.
Hey.
Have Leo Rush lead them now. Why not?
Oh my God, Leo Rush and the Street Profits. Oh my God, that would be a dream come true. And speaking,
go ahead.
No, go. Continue.
I was just gonna say about Adam. How about Adam Cole coming out with his own shirt instead of coming out with his Street Profits with Undisputed Era shirt like Cole and Strong do? He has to come out with his own shirt showing that he's better than the rest of them.
Whoa. Well, I mean, he is the leader.
I know, but to me, it shows like he's I'm better than you guys type thing. So
we lost Alex. I mean, you try to get him back up on.
So I definitely think we could see eventually Cole kind of Bullet Club-esque getting kicked out of Undisputed Era, and then they continuing on with someone else.
Let's see. Check out these comments. Calling it now 5-on-5 War Games match, says Adam Baum. Let's see. Any other? Nope. A lot of people just greeting each other in the chat room. That's also. Are you looking forward to Crown Jewel? Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, just to see how it goes.
I just don't know if he's going to be ready though by War Games, so I don't think it could be a 5-on-5. But I mean, if he is good, I would hate to see him rush back, especially after all the string of injuries we're seeing happen right now.
Yeah.
Appreciate the kind words, Tally. And DX in the chat says, "Is William Regal the best GM in today's era?"
Yep.
Yeah, I would have to agree. So, I mean, you know what? I'm really digging Paige on SmackDown Live. I really like what she does. But William Regal has been the best GM for quite some time.
Regal gets serious and he's pissed off at like the Undisputed Era or something like that. He gets a serious like voice. Or like last year when he announced War Games, that was perfect. Like
what's different?
good in
I
that
think
role.
about he doesn't do the get stuck, and it's because he's not on Raw and SmackDown. That's why he doesn't get stuck in these stupid comedy gimmicks that always try to make Paige and Angle do, or now stupid Corbin.
Or he's just like standing around in the office doing nothing, and then the camera just turns on him. He's like on the phone with Stephanie.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the phone with Stephanie.
That's what makes NXT so great, is because Regal, as the GM there, he's not shown in a bad light at all. He's not even shown that often on TV, really. Lately he hasn't been, but when he's shown, it's for a purpose.
Yeah,
on
that's
very true. It's just stupid.
He's what like GM should be, honestly. Like that's what I think of as a GM.
Oh, I agree with you on that. Next, we did have Gargano finally being interviewed, being asked how he feels about next week, and says he says he's good, and why he apologized to Dream, and that he wasn't himself, and that he needed to reinvent himself by going home. And that's when we see Lacey Evans confront Candice and pretty much talk shit about her, basically saying that she's basically a shitty wife, and trying to instigate a fight between her that Gargano breaks up eventually. Are you guys interested in a Candice and Lacey Evans feud? We'll go with you first, Alex. What's up, Danny?
It should be a fun TV feud. I mean, I think Lacey Evans is getting better and better, and Candice LeRae, like, we know what she can do in the ring. So I think it'll be fun for, like, NXT TV feud. It's just the whole, like, don't touch my man. No, you don't touch my man. Like, all this back and forth is silly, but the match should be fun.
That's a bot. That has to be a bot. Street Profits equal the Revival. Oh, my God. Basically, man, they get screwed out of everything.
That comparison.
Let's see what else. We had Velveteen Dream trying to be asked about. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Dave. What about you, Candice, Lacey Evans?
I don't care so much about Candice, but anytime Lacey Evans is on TV, I'm fine with that.
fair enough.
Wait till Warren gets on.
Yeah, I know.
Next, we had Velveteen Dream getting chased down for an interview to be asked about Johnny Gargano, and says he doesn't care to be interviewed about irrelevant things like Gargano or Aleister Black, and kind of hints that it may have been Ciampa or Gargano that attacked Aleister Black. I think he's aiming more towards Johnny Gargano. And then we had Lars Sullivan taking on a jobber that eventually got EC3 involved in causing the disqualification. And next week they announced that it'll be Lars Sullivan taking on EC3 one-on-one. Finally, EC3 will get his revenge on Lars Sullivan. And you guys have any thoughts on this particular feud that's going on right now on NXT? Dave, Alex?
EC3 is so miscasted as a face. It's clear that NXT has just too much stacked talent that EC3 is just getting lost. Like, when he came in, it felt like a big deal, and then all of a sudden you see him like in these mini matches with Kona Reeves. He took a loss at TakeOver with Dream, Gargano. He's kind of just there, and especially as a face, it's not really doing him any favors in terms of moving him forward. It's kind of just there, Yeah,
he's kind of lost in the shuffle for sure, and you made a good point. NXT has so much talent, and right now the main focus right now is with Undisputed Era, Ricochet.
I think EC3 is someone who could benefit from earlier call up than expected from others.
I agree.
I don't see him like in the way that the NXT title is being built with like Black coming back, Ciampa, Dream at there, Gargano's always going to be up there. Like that alone, like I don't see. He's maybe in the North American, but he could probably do well with a roster call up.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think actually, this is kind of crazy to say, but maybe NXT is actually holding EC3 down. Maybe he would actually shine a little bit better on the main roster. What about you, Dave?
I think the biggest issue with EC3 right now is he doesn't have Ciampa and Gargano help putting him over, kind of like what they did with Rude, with the whole Glory. Because remember, when that was all going down, it was blowing up social media like crazy with those glorious bombs with those three guys. I mean, it was just that get that song over so much and get him over even more. So to me, that's EC3 is still not really clicking that well with NXT or NX3. And to me, that's what helped Bobby Roode get over even more is Ciampa Gargano with that whole glorious bomb stuff. And that to me is what's kind of hurting him. He doesn't really have a really set feud or a set, a direction where he's really going right now. Yeah, he's
Even
feuding with.
remember, Bobby was at the top for quite a while. So with EC3 not, and like when Bobby was champion, like that heel glorious gimmick worked perfectly. Like he made the title feel so important. Like with the whole gimmick and stuff with EC3. If you don't have a title on him, he's kind of just another machismo guy, you know?
Yeah, he seems more like Bobby Roode. Like he's trying to be Bobby Roode 2.0 because when Bobby Roode came in, before he even won the title, he's like, I'm going to get this show on networks. I'm going to get people sitting in the crowd wearing suits and everything else. It's not going to be.
And now he's in the tag team with Chad Gable.
Yeah. Also, we're forgetting about another guy in this feud, Lars Sullivan. And watching him in the ring against that jobber, I know it's a jobber. He's pretty athletic for that size of a big man. He's big, and he can move in that ring. I'm looking forward to more feuds with Lars Sullivan. What do you think is holding him back? Do you think he should just be moved up to the main roster, or do you think he's perfect at where he's at in NXT? I'll go with you first, Alex.
I think he could always use room for improvement. I mean, I agree. He does some impressive things, but kind of just working. He needs to change his ring attire, but that's another thing. I think people will realize. I'm not saying Sullivan's a small guy by any means, but like he's built as this monster. When he gets to the main roster and he gets in the ring with Braun Strowman, and Strowman's like towering over him,
right?
You'll see that size differential, but I think he's okay where he is. I don't really see him doing much because, like we said, same thing with EC3. It's just there's so many people like on that roster. They have like with all these plans. So I don't know.
Oh, Redhead says in the chat room.
I want to see Lars Sullivan and Keith Lee actually go at it.
Yeah, someone in the chat room just put that. Redhead 198977 just put, I want to see Lars versus Keith Lee. I think that would be an interesting match.
You guys see that clip of Keith Lee doing a pop-up powerbomb on him?
No, I have not. I have to check that out.
Crazy, dude.
What's up, Adam Baum? Welcome back. Alice is here. Ryan Hop joined us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again. This is Get the Tables podcast. All our Twitter accounts are on the screen right now. You can follow us all at our Twitter accounts right there. The co-hosts are here. Bizarre One Dave and Alex are up in the corner. And then that's our official Get the Tables Twitter account up top. So if you do not mind, go up to our Twitter accounts, hit us with those follows. You can follow all of us. We're very interactive with all our followers, especially on our main account at the Get the Tables one. Also, we are live on YouTube. So if you don't mind jumping up on the YouTube channel, hitting that subscribe button, liking our videos, we'd really appreciate that. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, everybody, for our big end of the year giveaway. So we really would appreciate you guys jumping up onto the YouTube and hitting that subscriber button. Again, Danny, appreciate you with that donation on the Patreon. We do appreciate that. If you don't mind checking out our Patreon account, it's up in the profile. And we'll be doing a giveaway for all our Patreons at the end of the month in September. So you have a few more days to qualify for that, and you'll have a chance of winning the Young Buck Pop figurine. So the quick little thing on that. So next we had backstage with William Regal going to his dressing room, where we see Nikki Cross coming out and says that she wants a rematch with Bianca Belair. Regal kind of says, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. And pretty much starts saying, I know, over and over as she walks away. I think pretty much kind of maybe teasing that she knows who attacked Aleister Black. Dave, Alex, any thoughts on this backstage segment with Nikki Cross? And are you looking forward to another Cross and Belair match?
Where do you want to go first?
Dave, you go first, because I know you're not very high on Bianca Belair yet.
Well, not really, but I got to give credit to Regal. He sold this perfectly. Nobody knows what Nikki knows. I mean, that was just great. I love that. But, I mean, I guess. I mean, another another match between these two. I personally think she's overrated. I know Alex loves her, but I mean, if you cut off her hair, what is she? All she does is beat you with her hair.
Damn.
I mean,
Okay.
she's
Fair
like
point.
she's like Samson. Sorry if people don't know who Samson is. It's a Bible reference.
Yeah.
What about you, Alex? I know you're a big fan of Bianca Belair and Nikki Cross. Your thoughts?
Well, and I'll give SmackDown the credit too. This is what I like about NXT a lot. It's like, yeah, everything is pretty much the same. Nothing's original anymore after so many years of wrestling. But if it's done right, it's very like it makes it very interesting. Like I like that Nikki Cross is kind of at the center of the who done it. Like at least it gives her something like as a center point, like the I know. And the fun part is that William Regal is kind of saying what a lot of the audience may be thinking is like, oh, Nikki's just batshit crazy. Who would believe anything she says? And she, for all we know, may actually know. So it gives you the fun of like wanting to tune in next week to find out. As for Nikki and Belair, like I'm all for it. I mean, I don't know what Dave's talking about with just the hair. Like she's an athletic freak of nature, so she's definitely got poise. So like I think she's got star all over, and yeah, should be another.
But I mean, I get that. But to me, it's always built around her hair. And it's like, oh, her hair.
She really doesn't use the whip as much as you would think, which I like, actually. I like that she doesn't overuse it all the time. Like, she only uses it, like, in a tough spot or, like, once in a while. But, yeah, I'm excited for it.
It also seems like it's going like another undefeated streak. Like, they're trying to do that again.
I think that's just her cockiness, I think. More than them playing up to the undefeated streak. I think that's just her being her cockiness. Hey, what's up, Young Graph? Let's go to some of the comments in the chat. England says, I think it's baloney that Cross didn't come up with sanity. Jody says, Nikki is so crazy. I love it. Bobby Roode Turnhill, someone says, I might not stay very long. That's fine, Idabomb. Thank you for coming. Appreciate that.
Sandy's doing nothing. So if Nikki Cross is still more featured here than she would be on the main roster, I'd imagine.
Right, that's very true. That is very true. Now we had another tag match on NXT. The Street Profits taking on the Mighty. Oh man, WWE with their stupid booking books the Street Profits to lose to the Mighty. But I thought overall this match was pretty entertaining, and I'm curious, and I would love to hear what you guys did not like about this match, because I already know what you're gonna say. Oh, this match is blah 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 blah. So go ahead, Alex. What didn't you like about this match? Go ahead.
Honestly, I didn't care for this match because here's what I did like. I think when the Street Profits were serious and they came out like no gyrating and dancing, I like that side of them. I think Montez Ford is an athletic freak. Like that tope con hilo he did was like awesome. So that was good. But with the Mighty, they're very bland. Like they're just wearing jackets. Like they're someone who desperately need a manager because it's just underwhelming with how they feel. And the match was such an abrupt ending. I like the figure four roll up, but it just kind of the crowd went flat for it. So it kind of ruined the match for me. But that's what I think. It's not
so it's more the Mighty than the Street Profits then.
No, it's just the overall booking of these two teams. They've been wrestling for the seventh time. They're best out of 7 series. Like I said, I agree. I think Montez Ford is very talented, athletic. I like the little serious side that they showed, but the booking is kind of making it hard for. Imagine being on the fence and you have like the booking to kind of push you in that direction. It's kind of not like selling me on these two, you know?
Right. And Young Graph in the chat says it's unbelievable how the Mighty has been in NXT all this time and has done nothing. Absolutely. And thank you, Philip. You know what, too, was that the Mighty were getting this push, and it looked like they were going to do something for a little bit, and then they got hurt. And it just brought them back down to 0. And it seems like since then, they haven't really given them the chance. They've been stuck in this Street Profits feud for quite some time now.
And they got ruined when they lost to AOP in the first round of the Dusty.
Right.
It was supposed to be the big comeback, and then just got tanked.
Right, the momentum just went right down the drain right there. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Mighty. I'm gonna get some positive stuff about this match because I really like the Mighty's new little stuff they brought out with them, a chain and a cup. I mean, that's genius. I mean, that's a genius booking little thing. Having them come out with a cup like they're drinking. Go ahead, Alex.
That's called heel genius, Dave. They took the Face's apparel and wore it. Isn't it great heat?
It is. It's great. I mean, they look great out there. And I mean, I'll give credit where credit is due. Mr. Belair does look pretty good out there. I mean, he does look. He does all these crazy moves. I mean, I'm sure his wife taught him a few things. So I mean, that was nice of her. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, the match was kind of bland, and it's like ever since they went to the Mighty. I mean, it's just not the same. I mean, I like TM61 so as a better name. I hate the Mighty's name.
Okay, fair enough.
Better. And like you guys said, ever since AOP killed them, I think we all picked them to win that Dusty Classic.
Yeah.
And it's like losing
right.
the first match.
Yeah, that's very true. Hey, what's up, Budweiser? Thank you, Philip, for the super hearts. Really do appreciate that.
Hey, at least they were in it, unlike another team.
Yep. Let's see. Next, we had Kairi Sane taking on Vanessa Bourne. This is kind of a return match for Kairi Sane. She gets the win. And then after that, we had Shayna Baszler coming out and pretty much asked for her rematch. And we will see their rematch at the WWE Evolution show next month. Alex, any thoughts on this particular match?
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, given the current Evolution card, I think it'll be one of the better ones, especially if it's like what we saw at TakeOver. As for the promo, though, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not a Baszler hater, but this was a bad promo.
Okay. Fair enough. What about you, Dave? Your thoughts?
How are you just going to gloss over Vanessa Bourne?
I was waiting. I was just waiting for you to talk about her because I knew you were excited.
I mean, geez, like, oh yeah, Vanessa Bourne lost to Kairi Sane in 2 minutes.
I agree.
That was bad. But I mean, I think they're misusing her, obviously, but I don't think she'd be losing to Kairi Sane. But whatever. I don't think Kairi Sane's that good, in my opinion. I just don't. She doesn't interest me at all. This feud doesn't interest me at all with Baszler. I'm more interested in the Mae Young Classic. I mean, give me that match. What we're gonna get, obviously, we all know what's gonna happen. I won't say the match, but we all know what it's gonna be at the Evolution. Come on. I mean, but give me that match over Baszler and Kairi Sane.
Okay, fair enough. Next we did have. I'm sorry, Alex.
Are you looking forward to it?
Well, I'm a Baszler fan, so I'm looking forward to hopefully Baszler winning back the title. I do not see it happening, but I'm looking forward to at least a match.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the main event. We had Otis taking on Tommaso Ciampa. Excuse me, where Ciampa got the victory. But I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that Otis should have won the match. Maybe like a nice little upset victory over Ciampa. But I mean, I'm not going to complain over Ciampa winning. I enjoyed the match for the most part, but I really don't have anything else to say about that. What about you guys? We'll go with you first, Dave.
I mean, I don't think Otis should have won the match. I mean, seriously, Ciampa losing to Otis. Honestly, when his buddy came out there, I was thinking, are they going to turn him? I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, is he going to turn on Otis or something like that?
All weed.
I mean, I know, like, who cares about that feud? But, I mean, yeah, to me, this match, I couldn't wait for this crap to get over to get to the Mae Young Classic. I'm like, come on already. Yeah, you're going to give us this match for like 20 minutes and get a clean finish, but we can't get Dunn and Ricochet clean? Come on.
That's true. That's true. What about you, Alex?
I thought it was an entertaining match. I thought it served its purpose. I mean, Dozovic looked good out there as a singles, and he's entertaining, guys. I mean, I'm a fan of Otis. He's over with the crowd. Gave him a good showing. And I disagree with whoever said Ciampa should have lost. He's NXT champion. And the way he won was fine. Like, he just, like, took advantage, hit the apron. And, like, the way he celebrated. Like, I love how, like, the minute he gets the 3 count, he rolls immediately as fast as he can to his NXT title. He just holds it. Like, he's just like Gollum with the ring, like obsessed with it. I love that. I love it. That's
a good. I like that. That was good.
Classic. That's what a classic wrestling heel champion should be. They should be so egotistical and so obsessed with holding that title that whichever face actually does come up to it, like, it'll mean so much more. So I just love being entertained by Ciampa.
Now, what,
Otis
really
is from
quick,
Heavy Machinery, England. What's up, Ducks fan? How you doing, dude? I got your Twitter tweet. Appreciate that, man. Don't, if you can't make it, no worries, man. Appreciate you just coming in here when you can. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
just really quick, like I were just talking. I didn't talk about the ending, but yeah, I just thought about this. Like when he hit that DDT on the apron and then got up, went back in, and take another one. Basically, I hated that because that DDT on the apron should have been sold as the finish of the match. He should have stayed down for a 10 count on the outside. I was like, why is he getting up like basically no selling that DDT
There are
almost?
a couple moves we've seen in many federations that you're just like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Like
I know.
last week or 2 weeks ago, Ricochet spiked Pete Dunne with a Franken's reverse Steiner. I'm like, nobody should kick out of that.
Yeah, but I just meant for that match and for who it was. It was no offense. It's Otis. I'm sorry. He should not be from your champion's DDT on the hardest part of the ring, on that apron on the outside. He should not be just getting up and rolling back in the ring. I mean, I didn't like that part, but yeah, I mean, it did what it did. It got Ciampa on TV. I mean, other than having him win by count out to possibly get an NXT title shot, does anyone want to do that? I know. I mean, so just move on. These guys are boring. I'm sorry. I don't like them.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but also a little fun thing tonight. Funny little gag gift for my birthday. The parents got me some WWE cards, trading cards. Yeah, trading cards. So I'm gonna open these up, and we'll see what what goodies we get inside. I'm sure. Hopefully, we'll get a Street Profits card. That would be even great. How about that? Street Profits. So all right, Alex. Ratings for NXT. What would you give it?
3.5.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. So you actually really enjoyed it then.
Oh, it was better than anything Monday was.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. What about you, Dave?
No, if you were asking me to rate overall the 3 hours, then yeah, I would give it definitely better than Monday. But I mean, for just NXT, I'd give it like maybe a 1 because it was not entertaining to me at all. I didn't care about seeing Otis versus Ciampa at all, and I didn't really care about Kyrie Zane or the people that really brought the show down was the Street Profits.
Whoa.
And there you have it.
Street Profits sell anything.
Wow. That's interesting. All right. I'll give NXT the same rating Alex gave it, a 3.5. I really enjoyed NXT as well. And again, I like how they're building up to Aleister Black. And then in a couple more weeks, man, we got 2 title matches. So I'm really looking forward to that. The Mighty is a better team than the Street Profits. In your opinion, bro. In your opinion. All right, so we'll go with 205 live. I believe Dave was the only one who saw it. What's up, Bone? How you doing tonight, dude? We had 2 matches on the card. Leo Rush taking on Noam Dar, and I believe it was Mustafa Ali taking on Hideo Itami.
The cheater, Dave, Mustafa Ali.
The cheater. Okay, so Dave, your thoughts on 205 live in a whole, and what have you thought of 205 since you started to watch it again?
I mean, the first match was good. I mean, I'm not a big Leo Rush fan, but I mean, the dude is fun to watch in the ring. I mean, obviously, Topanga knows what she's doing. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was fun. I was surprised Noam Dar didn't win, but I guess Leo's kind of undefeated or something. So, I don't really follow much of since the last couple of weeks. So I guess Leo Rush is like undefeated or something. So, yeah, that's what they're playing on, it seems like. And the main event was really good. I mean, the second match of 205 Live, the man of the hour, which the show didn't even go an hour. So, okay. But, yeah, I thought it was good. The finish was really fun, I thought, for the main event, which always good to see a Tommy in there wrestling. So, and that 450 splash on the outside was fun. But one of my biggest problems with this show right now so far is it seems like they're only taping it at like 7:30, 30 minutes before SmackDown, and you're getting 2 15-minute matches, and that's it.
Like superstars kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't really like that. It's supposed to be 205 Live. You know, it's supposed to be an hour-long show or at least 40 minutes or whatever, 50 minutes.
Yeah, how to bomb in the chest is apparently Mustafa Ali versus Hideo Itami was amazing, which isn't a surprise. Yes.
Yeah, it was great. It was a fun match. It was really good. Dude, they killed it out there, no doubt. But my problem with it was the fact of how I wish they would put it in Florida with NXT, either tape it before NXT or whatever, and shoot it like if they really want to make NXT a true brand or 205 Live a true brand, like Triple H said before, and make it go touring and stuff, they need to make it like NXT, put it down there and have it, film down there, and you could build it up.
Yeah, even changing the crowd atmosphere would make such a big difference. Like, imagine putting the matches you guys are talking about 205, like, in a full sale crowd. Like, they would go crazy for that. And, like, if you have a hot crowd, like, it makes 205 feel even more bigger. And that's how you get it moving.
Yeah, imagine that Cruiserweight Classic crowd being a part of the 205 Live like they had before when they did that, which would be fun, and they actually gave it an hour. And we also found out, I don't know if we mentioned it, I can't remember, but for NXT, but next week, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, is taking on 205 Live's own Tony Nese.
Right, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, so that should be a pretty good one as well.
Oh, yeah.
So your overall thoughts of 205 Live? I know it's only 2 matches. Would you give it a thumbs up, thumbs down? At least worth watching?
I think people should check it out. It's fun to watch. I mean, even though my biggest problem last night with the whole show was it's 15 minutes to 8 o'clock and the show's over. I'm like, really? I mean, you could throw like 3 more matches on, or at least 1 more match on. But yeah, I would say watch it. It's fun. Those 2 matches you get, I guess it's fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, why not check it out? I mean, it's on at 7 o'clock, a better time slot than it was before at 10 after SmackDown. So, I mean, yeah, it's fun. Check it out. I mean, it's enjoyable to what you get. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, check it out. I mean, they're putting on NXT caliber matches even better than NXT, I think. I mean, tonight or last night, that Hadami and Mustafa Ali match is way better than anything you've seen on NXT.
Okay. All right. So overall, a good show. Okay, so let's see what else we can talk about. Do y'all want to go to the Mae Young Classic, or do y'all want to go ahead and touch on Impact from tonight?
Let's just finish up Mae Young and just finish up WWE, I guess.
All right, so the Mae Young Classic last night, I did not see it, so we'll go with Alex. He can kind of narrate what happened, and we'll go with Dave with his results too. So we had Hiroyo Matsumoto. Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
Versus Rachel Evers. Matsumoto gets the win over Evers. Alex, your thoughts on this match? Thank you, Young Graf, for the super hard. Appreciate that.
Well, I like Rachel Evers. She's Paul Elling's daughter, but she's been getting better and better. She still has a while to go, but it was always good to see her again. I've only seen a couple of matches of Matsumoto. She's like a very fiery style, Ultimate Warrior-esque type of wrestler, but the match itself, it took a while to get going, but the last few minutes was a lot of fun to watch, and that's about it. It wasn't anything like pop your eye, blow your mind out, but it was fun.
Okay, Dave, your quick thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of. I was a bigger fan of Rachel Ellering before I really knew a lot about Tessa Blanchard. So I mean, if they missed this match is fun, I enjoyed it, and if they miss the boat and don't sign her too, I hope Impact signs Rachel Ellering then, or Evers, we're not call her, because it's like
talent.
They're missing the boat. I mean, if you could give me Tessa Blanchard and Rachel Ellering again one-on-one, oh man, their stuff at Shine was awesome.
All right. Next we had, was it Jesse Alabon versus Tenari Conti? Conti gets the victory and moves on. Alex, your thoughts on this match?
Meh. It kind of just was there. Wasn't bad. It was just there, Nothing really to say.
Okay, Dave.
Yeah, it wasn't really memorable either. I remember the other match we're going to talk about, I think, next. But yeah, this one, not so much.
All right. Isla Dawn took on Nicole Matthews after this. Nicole Matthews picks up the victory. Alex, your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Isla Dawn. I like the dark gimmicks, so the witch gimmicks right up my alley. She's on NXT UK, so I'll definitely be tuning in more. Looking forward to seeing her there. Nicole Matthews, I've only seen on like YouTube. Like I know she's been in the independent scene for a while, but match itself was fine. It wasn't, like I said, not a standout, but it was a fine match. I like Nicole Matthews. She's kind of one of those like gritty heel workers type of things. But yeah, good.
Okay, so next was the main event was Io
What
Shirai
do you
take.
think about it?
I did not check out Mae Young Classic, so I haven't watched it yet. I need to go back and watch this episode. Um, the main event was Io Shirai taking on Zia Brookside. I think Brookside's father is a trainer, Robbie Brookside in NXT, I believe.
Yep.
And she was in the tournament. She's 19 years old, the youngest competitor ever in the Mae Young Classic. Alex, you're a Io Shirai fan. Your thoughts on this match?
Well, Robbie Brookside sacrificed his daughter to a goddess, so there was nothing. It kind of went how we expected. It was pretty much a showcase for Io Shirai, which I'm okay with it. Like I like Brookside. I think she's got a great future. She's only 19, so that's pretty awesome to see her like competing. But yeah, it was really just a showcase for Io, and looking forward. I definitely see her going far in the tournament. Just the way the commentary was hyping her up, so good.
Dave?
Yeah, I'm also going to comment on the Matthews and the Witch match.
Oh,
Really
I'm
quick.
sorry about that, Dave.
Yeah, I really like Nicole Matthews. I really do. I mean, and the witch gimmick, I don't understand why this hasn't been done before in WWE. Why not use like a little witch gimmick like that?
A little goth
I mean,
action, like
yeah,
he's
I
trying to
mean,
do that. I'm all for it.
yeah, I mean, why not? I thought this was the best match of the night, honestly, because it was really fun and hard hitting. It was just like, whoo. But yeah, I love Nicole Matthews. I think she's awesome and she's fun to watch. But Shirai match first, Miss Mr. Brookside's daughter. So I mean,
He got killed.
yeah, it was a showcase match. This is the match we've all been waiting to see. Alex has been pushing us all to check out her matches, and I've checked out some of her matches, and this doesn't really do her justice. But yeah, I mean, it's the start of it. I kind of hate the first round a little bit because it's like a bunch of showcase matches that they're not going to beat this person. I mean, yeah, it's like, okay. But yeah, I thought she looked good for what time she got. I mean those double knees. I mean, holy shit, those things were brutal.
Yep. He like murder with the moonsault.
Yeah, I know. She all knees right in her chest.
Your knees hit your stomach. It's scary.
Let me see.
But yeah, round two. Hopefully now with round two, we're out of the showcase match, so we'll get more competitive, back and forth. So yeah, still looking forward to it.
Trying to see if I can pull up
I mean,
the.
Jennifer screwed because her after her next match, she's gonna have to take on Shirai. So it's like she's fucked if she wins her next match. Who knows? But it doesn't matter because I think Diana Prazo signed anyway, so it doesn't matter if she wins or loses.
Oh, Peraza's dying, but everyone's dying. But yeah, it should be fun.
Let's see. Actually, Deonna Purrazzo takes on Zia Lee. Io Shirai takes on that Zuzix.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Rhea Ripley versus Casey Cantazzaro. I'm excited for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Yes. Who else? Tony Storm versus Matsumoto. Mia Yim takes on Caitlyn.
And Mia Yim signed with WWE. Good for her.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Caitlyn better lose.
So overall, a pretty good episode of Mae Young Classic overall.
First round overall was okay. Nothing to write home about.
All right, fair enough. All right, so let's.
I would give.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Dave.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the whole overall 3-hour experience, I would give it like a 4 because those 3 hours are entertaining to enjoy some good wrestling. Take note, Monday Night Raw. I mean, that's 3 hours of good wrestling right there.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to Impact Wrestling. They were live again from Mexico. And we had the opening match, which was Tessa Blanchard taking on Fabi Apache for the Knockouts Championship. You could tell it was weird because I know Fabi's a heel in Mexico, so we had two heels going at it, basically. Tessa Blanchard gets the win. Alex, your thoughts on this match?
It was an okay match. Like I said, kind of just there, but I'm glad that Tessa's kind of getting all these like wrestlers from throughout the world to like go up against her, build her resume, those type of things. So should be good. I think you guys know how I feel about Taya Valkyrie. So
yeah, how fucked up. Seriously. Hey, Johnny, you want a world title shot? Sure. Your wife want a world title shot? Sure, she'll get one too. Why not? Let's make it the whole Impact family as champions.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll be a good match, but I'm not really too excited for this matchup. But yeah, good opening.
Yeah, I didn't touch on it, but yes, after the match, Taya Valkyrie comes up on screen and challenges Tessa Blanchard for the Knockouts title at Bound for Glory. Later in the evening, Tessa Blanchard accepts the challenge. So it'll be Tessa Blanchard taking on Taya Valkyrie at Bound for Glory for the Knockouts title. Dave,
Also, Becky Lynch said "bitch better, Taya."
Right. Okay. And what about you, Dave? Your thoughts on the opening match of Impact tonight?
I didn't see. I don't know much about this Fabi Apache or whatever her name is. Other people do. So to me, the match really wasn't that interesting, and I kind of bored with it. Honestly, it's 10 minutes too long if you ask me. But I think I only went 10 minutes, and then seeing Taya Valkyrie up on the screen, I'm like, really? Your husband is in the main event at Bound for Glory, and now you are gonna be getting a women's title match at Bound for Glory.
Johnny Impact.
I mean, we lost Alex. But I mean, she'll be back. But it's just so bad. I'm sorry. To me, it just comes off really bad that we want her back, so we'll give her a title shot and you a title shot. So come on. To me, this would have fit better in Mexico. If you want to have her defend the title against Taya, fine, make it in Mexico City, where she's kind of made her name.
Adam Boom said Blanchard versus Valkyrie will be a great showcase for Blanchard.
Great? No.
Casey Castanado all the way says England JT. Now here's the thing. She did make a point to where she said during Tessa Blanchard, that is, during her promo, that she's basically beaten every woman in the Knockouts locker room, which is true. She has, and she hasn't wrestled Taya yet.
Not everyone.
Well, yes, she hasn't faced Rosemary either. So she technically has. And so Taya makes sense. Probably not the match we all want to see at Bound for Glory, but it'll do.
I would much rather see, I know people might disagree, but after their match at Slammiversary, I would love to see them have a title match one-on-one straight up, Allie and Tessa Blanchard, because that match they had at Slammiversary was awesome.
I can get behind that. I thought that I agree. I thought they had a good match.
Okay, all right, fair enough. After that, we had OVE with a promo talking about Bound for Glory is sold out due to Sami Callihan, and also hyping up that Jake Christ, right? That's how they say it. Will be facing Brian Cage one-on-one in a singles match. I know I saw Alex kind of tweeting about this. I loved how he called Jake the mini draw. I thought that was pretty funny.
I think it was medium draw. You're the medium draw. That was funny.
What about you? What did you think of this, Alex? Your thoughts?
It was funny. I liked it a lot. Like I liked how Sammy's like, "You're gonna go on with Brian Cage," and their reaction just changes completely. It was really funny. Like you said, I like the line about you're gonna go from the mini draw to the medium draw. So it was good. I can't lie. OVE is growing on me more and more with each showing. I like them a lot now.
Wow. Okay. All right.
More
the Lucha Brothers really made me enjoy it more.
Dave, what about you?
Yeah, I think they've been really dialing up the comedic stuff for Sammy a lot lately. I noticed it's been funny. They're definitely more entertaining than another trio on Monday Night Raw. So yeah.
Oh lordy. Yeah, I talking about Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler. Next, we also had Eli Drake roaming around Mexico, saying that he found the Mexican DNA in him, and that next week he'll be facing all the luchadors. So next week we'll have another open challenge to next week for Eli Drake. So next we had Jake Crisp taking on Brian Cage in the one-on-one match. Brian Cage gets the victory. Thought the match itself was pretty good. I mean, what else can we say more about Brian Cage? He's super impressive. Your thoughts on the match, Alex?
Match was fine. it was there. But yeah, like you said, Brian Cage doing a tope con hilo was freaking awesome. I think the big takeaway, and Brian Cage agrees with us, is they really are trying to get a Brian Cage versus Kenny Omega match. I mean, Callis cannot stop talking about Omega.
Would you think Omega would do that on one nighter for Impact?
Not for Impact, but you don't think Brian Cage and Kenny Omega wouldn't happen?
And maybe in New Japan? Is that where you're more referring it? That will happen?
Why not? It's the independent scene. They can. It's not like in WWE where it's like you have to like work with the contract or anything. They could wrestle anywhere if they felt like it.
Oh, I do.
What if they did? What if they said? What if it was Cage and Omega at Wrestle Kingdom? Would you be down with that?
It can't happen.
If I know it can't happen, but what if they did a tournament and he did it and he won it?
They did. It's called the G1.
No, I'm saying if they put Brian Cage in the G1 next year.
Oh, you mean like in the future? Sure, why not? Yeah. But I think maybe not this year, but I think it's definitely a match they want to happen. I'd love to see it.
Okay, what about you, Dave? This match itself.
I think going on this match, I thought it was better than I thought it would be, so I was entertained and surprised. But talking about Kenny and Cage, I think it could definitely happen for Impact. I really do, because I think Kenny would be glad to help out his buddy Cyrus the Virus. He would definitely help him out. I mean, hey, Cyrus reminds us every time. Don Callis does. I got him his first booking. I mean, so I think he would definitely do it like a big pay-per-view for Impact and show up and challenge Cage. I could definitely see that on Impact. And now they're kind of working with New Japan a little bit anyway. They're using
Huge
a little bit. So, I mean, I could definitely see it happening.
But yeah, Brian Cage is super impressive. It's really crazy the type of things this dude can do in the ring and the flips and the strength he has. Thank you for the super hearts, Dr. Hughes. Very much appreciated. Now, I put this out on Twitter. What is your maybe dream match for Brian Cage? Dave, Alex, what is your dream match for Brian Cage other than Kenny Omega?
Oh, that's kind of good, actually.
WWE.
New
Japan. Okay. I mean, I know not a match that can possibly happen, of course, but any type of match.
I guess I would say, even though just to see it happen, I think it'd be fun. Brock versus Cage. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But a match I can see that I want to see, and Impact needs to book it soon because Cross even liked my tweet. Killer Cross versus Cage. I want to see that match. And Impact.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. I do want to see that too, man. Killer Cross tonight really impressed me. I can see why. I can see why the WWE are interested in him. After the match, we had Callahan and company attacking from behind. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry.
I wanted to know what Alex's dream match with a Cage would be.
I'd have to say the Lesnar one comes to mind. I think that would be a lot of fun to watch.
Someone tweeted out or responded, Seth Rollins.
Why? Cage would destroy him.
Someone else put, I think that was it. Omega was one.
Leo Rush.
Alex. Leo Rush?
Yes, I would love to see that.
Oh, man. Imagine that match. So after that, we had Callahan attack Cage from behind. The lights go out. And Dave is missing from the ring. Only his hat is left. Yes, Dave Chris is missing. Only his hat is left in the ring. And Pentagon and Phoenix appear on the screen with Dave tied up to a chair with his mouth covered up. And they basically beat the shit out of him and super kick him to basically show a message to OVE. I thought this was kind of didn't really be needed to be in the segment. It could have happened maybe next week or something. Alex, your thoughts?
Yeah, it did nothing really for me. I just like when Sammy's like, Dave!
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about it, but nothing else really worth mentioning.
Let's see. Let's go to the chat real quick before we go to Dave. Budweiser put. Oh god, no, actually, England. I'm sorry, put Ryback versus Cage. And, Dr. Huge, I liked his one. Cage versus Zack Sabre Jr. Adam Baum put, what about something special? Keith Lee versus Brian Cage. And England also put, haven't Omega and Cage wrestled in PWG? I'm not really sure. Alex, would you know?
Probably. But I would say at this point in their career, it would be such a big match.
Yeah, but
Right.
aren't PWG hard to see unless you're there live?
And then you could get access to the DVDs and stuff. Because like,
yeah, so look for
Lee
it.
and Cage have gone at it before.
Budweiser. All right, so Dave, we'll go with you. What did you think of that segment?
I thought it was different. I mean, a kidnapping in Mexico. Who knew it?
Oh wow. Fair enough. Next we had backstage segment with Aries, Killer Cross, and the Moose. And what really impressed me more about this was Killer Cross. And he sounds so smooth on the mic. I really enjoy how he comes off talking, his mannerisms, all that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's in the future for Killer Cross. Any thoughts on this, guys? This particular promo?
Glad you're seeing the light, Tony. I'm big on Killer Cross. I think with his look and like you said, like how he was intense tonight, like things like that, it makes him very believable. I think that's the thing we all really want is to make sure like whatever character you're building for us, like let us believe it. You know, like Killer Cross is like looked to be a badass, and I think like you said, I could see why WWE or New Japan have their eyes on him. I think he brings a nice presence. I'm sure this thing with Austin Aries isn't going to be lasting for that long, so looking forward to seeing more of him.
Dave, anything?
Yeah, Cross is great. So who's ever telling Moose how to be a heel needs to stop. Because Moose is terrible as a heel right now. He should not be a chicken shit heel. I'm sorry. He shouldn't be. It just makes no sense.
Doctor.
I mean, we're not on the match yet, but him just running away from Eddie is just
that was a good one, Dr. Huge.
You're like 300 pounds running away from a guy who's 205.
Oh, did we talk about that Eddie Edwards Johnny Impact segment yet?
No, I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to the next three backstage segments.
And Kenny, can't forget Kenny.
Oh god, he named his kendo stick, dude. Really, really, fucking really, dude. Yeah. So Adam Baum says, haven't I been have I not been speaking his praise every show? Yeah. You're one of the few guys that were really into Killer. I wasn't really behind Killer Cross at first, but he's definitely grown on me these last couple of weeks. And tonight, I haven't really heard him talk very much. He had his couple of backstage segments where he talked, but tonight he really was able to, he impressed me the way he was and how intense he was tonight. So we had three interesting backstage segments.
Yes.
Well, one was interesting. Joe Hendry and Grotto. I call him Grotto. I just mixed Grotto's and Gargano's name together. Grotto and Joe Hendry in a backstage segment where next week they'll be facing a Murder Clown on Impact. Now, Alex, is this a real character or is this a made-up guy on Impact Wrestling?
I have no idea. I'm assuming he's a lucha, like he's probably a AAA guy or something like that. But because he was speaking in Spanish, so I'm assuming he's like one of the lucha guys. So yeah, I think he's an actual wrestler. And hold on, let me see. Yep, he is from AAA.
Okay, all right. So Joe Hendry will take on Murder Clown next week. No song, unfortunately, for Joe Hendry. Usually we should play his song on a weekly basis on Impact. I mean, I'm sorry, on our show. I'm sorry.
I watched a couple of those videos. He's hilarious.
Yeah, should we play his song for everybody in the chat? I don't know if anybody has heard it. The Access Denied song by Joe Hendry has been a big hit, and I'm sure if you just hear it one time, I swear to you, it will be stuck in your head all week, and you'll be singing it to yourself over and over, over and over, over and over. So, should we play it one more time for everybody in the chat room? We're gonna bring up the title screen real quick, everybody. Go follow us here real quick as I play the Joe Hendry song for everybody. The best part of that song is the crowd's reaction because they knew exactly what the hell Joe Hendry was referring to. Go look that up on YouTube. Good song, definitely entertaining. Joe Hendry has been very, very excellent since been going coming on Impact Wrestling. Next, also Scarlett had a huge major announcement that she is now issuing a global talent search, for either man or woman. So, Dave, Alex, your thoughts on this? Who do you think it may be? Do you think they'll bring in someone for this, or do you think she's going to recruit someone currently on the roster? We'll go with you first, Dave.
I hope they actually bring someone in that she can work with. That'd be someone new and fresh that we don't really know a lot about would fit. I mean, I'm not sure who. I mean, it would be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, I would like to see her actually get in the ring because I've seen some of her matches on YouTube and her ring gear. I would not mind seeing on Impact. If everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alex, Doctor Huge.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see a match, someone new. I guess it would be a nice twist. And I don't really know. Like, it's kind of one of those segments where it's like it's good. Yeah, Scarlett looks hot, but
Ooh, excuse me.
I don't,
Sorry.
I don't really care much about this.
Really? You're not a Scarlet fan?
I mean, let's just call it for what it is. She's great eye candy, but
She's
until she gets
definitely probably the biggest, hugest star on the Get the Table show. Everybody loves her. I have never heard anybody say one negative thought about Scarlett ever. Thank you, Jody. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get
Do
to
you
this
hate
other.
her current?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask Alex, does he hate the way they're portraying on her like that, or is it just you don't like her?
no, it's not that I don't like her. Like, I just don't care for the segments. That's all.
Okay,
Like, she's
fair
fine,
enough.
it's good, but in terms of the segment itself and what I'm watching, I'm just like, all right.
All right, and then we had the silly ass segment between Eddie Edwards, his
Oh, what
wife,
the fuck was
and
this?
Johnny Gargano, Johnny Impact. Where why is every time Alicia talk to Edward, she has to yell at him? She can't just talk to him like a normal person. Um, I don't even remember exactly what it happened in that segment, other than Eddie Edwards named his kendo stick, and Johnny Impact called Adam Aries,
Austin Aries.
Austin Aries. What the hell is wrong with me?
Tony, are
Austin
you
Aries.
still recovering from your birthday?
Yeah, I think so. And Austin Aries a bunch of douchebags.
Yeah.
So what did you think of this? Because I know you want to touch on this.
What the hell was this? Like, okay, first off, it doesn't help that Kenny, the kendo stick, has more personality than Johnny Impact. So that really kills this promo for me. He's still bland as shit since 2008. Glad to see that hasn't changed. And as far as I'm concerned for Sammy, I mean, I'm Eddie. I'm still not sold on him. I don't know what the hell is going on with his storyline, but I just did not care for this at all. This actually, like, I looked up and I said, "What the fuck is on my screen right now?"
Right. Oh, more man, Pornbot's in here tonight. Dave, anything on this?
I mean, it's her voice. Oh my god, is up there with the Iconics. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's just so annoying. It's like every time she talks,
You
it's
guys
like,
like
oh,
Johnny Impact though?
I don't mind. I think he's good in the ring.
You don't mind him?
Yeah, I mean, I actually enjoy. I actually like Johnny better than I like the Miz.
All right.
What?
In ring
Wait,
work,
hold
I
on,
think he is
hold on,
better.
hold on. Timeout. 20-second timeout here. You just
Against
said you like Johnny Impact more to the Miz?
Yeah, in ring wise, I do. Yes, I think Johnny's entertaining and fun to watch.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, you can't say he doesn't have fun matches and he does all these crazy spots that are not fun.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I just think he is as stale
As
as
the Ken
anyone. Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I agree with you on that. So next
I
we
mean,
did have a
Sammy Edwards is somewhat. I don't know who's more boring, Sammy Edwards or Johnny Impact.
God, I don't even know what's his name now. Eddie Edwards. Like he does nothing for me.
yeah. I don't know
I mean,
what the deal is with Eddie Edwards right now.
trying to do a crazy gimmick where he's all nuts and lost his mind, and it's just not really panning out for the. But it's something different for him, I guess.
We're being quite honest. He just acts like he's drunk with a kendo stick. That's it.
To
Yeah,
be honest, he looks like he's Sammy Callahan.
yeah, with the bat. Yeah. Next we had the tag team championship match with the Desi Hit Squad taking on LAX. LAX gets the win. Quick thoughts on this match, Dave.
Oh, I thought it was okay. I didn't know it was a tag title match.
All right. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, it was an okay match. I said, man, Santana's. I mean, Ortiz is good too, but Santana's like awesome to watch in the ring. He's so athletic. I can't
Mm-hmm.
wait for LAX and Young Bucks on the cruise.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you know what? Really quick before we go on, one thing that shocked me about this whole little match and segment was the crowd reaction to Conan because I was expecting like a huge pop, but he didn't really get anything.
Fuck Conan.
Conan.
Keeps sliding in my DM to check out his podcast.
Yeah, Conan, I thought, to me, for the most part, the crowd was kind of dead. Seems like they didn't pick a right city to go to in Mexico.
Conan was a big draw in the
It's like they did.
90s.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like they did. I know, but Hulk. They say he's the Hulk Hogan of Mexico. I mean, Hulk Hogan could show up anywhere and he would get a huge reaction.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's true. After that, we had King appear on the big screen, call out LAX boy bitches, and says he'll take out Conan at Bound for Glory. He shows little pics of Conan, calling him a myth and that he was a somebody, but not anymore. King promises to end Conan, and that's when he burns Conan's old mask when he used to wrestle in Mexico. Next, we had the tag match between Kiera Hogan, Ali, and the Undead Maid of Honor and Su Yung. Ali and Kiera get the win. Kiera gets the win over Su Yung. And they announced next week we'll get Kiera Hogan taking on Su Yung one-on-one. Dave, your thoughts on this tag match?
It was okay. I mean, I wasn't really that interested in this match either because I kept expecting Falaba to show up in the match sometime.
What?
Other segment we got, you need to go get vengeance for me, Falaba. Go out there and get revenge.
He's supposed to crush the undead pride.
Oh, I mean,
undead pride back to life.
Okay, my bad. I was on the wrong tag match. I was on the main event tag match. You said
takes out Ali, the undead bride. Young.
So many damn tag matches on tonight's show. It's like I thought we were on the main event. Okay. Yes, I actually enjoyed this tag match. I thought it went long though. I was like, wow, this match is getting a lot of time. And whoever that freaking bride was, undead bridesmaid was, I mean, she wasn't that great because she messed up one of Kara Hogan's super kicks where she was supposed to take a super kick, and before she hit her with it, she already laid down. It was just like,
oh god!
And how about
those will never come out right.
I mean, those alley super kicks are the best I've ever seen. Wow, I mean, those are great. And Kara Hogan, I mean, come on, nothing against her. She's, I guess, worthy the bunny and booty connection. I don't know, but I mean, it's just I don't like the fact that you bring in Su Yung, a touted big star from Japan. At least that's what we've been told by Red Sox fan Alex. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but I mean, it's just you bring her in and you give her the title, and then she loses it, and now she's basically become kind of like an afterthought.
Yeah, yeah, basically. What about you, Alex? What you think? What you think of it?
Dave, like an Oscar.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, good point.
Uh,
Bring up Asuka.
the tag match was okay, but yeah, like Dave said, I didn't agree with Su Young kind of just going over cleanly. I get it. Kira Hogan gets some momentum that builds a feud there, but it's really just it's not so much like if you have someone drop the title, it's what you do with them. Like you'll see, like I hate to use the comparison against Impact, but the WWE, like sometimes when a champion loses the title, they just fade off like fastly. Like if you want to keep Su Young like as a top contender, like this is probably not the best way. But yeah,
And your comparison to Asuka, at least Su Young won the title.
oh yeah, damn it, Asuka has to win.
I know Su Young at least was the champion for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you
Hey,
know
what's up, Bliss?
how Su Young comes out like with that face paint. That's how Asuka used to come out. Why can't we get or not Asuka, but but yeah, why can't we get her to come out like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, so let's get to the main event. Main event was Johnny Impact, Eddie Edwards taking on Moose and Killer Cross. Moose and Killer Cross get the win. Alex, your thoughts on the main event of Impact tonight?
Uh, Decent match. Like I said, Killer Cross looked good. I agree with Dave. Moose kind of just feels a little bit not like feeling too comfortable as a heel just yet. It just feels a little awkward. Um, but it was all right. From the faces side, they did their part, but nothing really exciting. I'm curious to see how how it really picks up with Bound. When's Bound for Glory actually? End of October.
The 14th or 15th.
Let me put it in. Bound for Glory. Let's see, 2018. I think it's like October. I know it's mid-October.
Okay. Then hopefully with whatever they get, like you'll pick it up in the last few weeks. But yeah.
October 14th. October 14th. That is when that'll be. Dave, what about you?
I mean, I don't like the fact that Moose is running around like he's scared of Eddie Edwards when he shouldn't be. I mean, which is really odd. I mean, to me, and like I said, this is the match I thought Falaba was going to come out after that segment with him and KM. So, yeah.
Adam Bomb says you guys are ignoring something big. They're building up Ellie up for something big like Rosemary turning heel. I thought tonight maybe Kara Hogan was going to turn heel.
So, that's something different. See, I think we're going to see something else happen with that whole thing. I think it's going to come to Allie having to choose her friendships and allegiances between Kara Hogan and Rosemary. I think that's where the dynamic's going to come from. And it's either going to turn Allie heel and join Rosemary as heels, or it's going to have her join Kara and be face with her. But
what if Rosemary and Su Young join each other like Hardy and Wyatt? Fuck it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Undead. Why not?
I could see Rosemary shows up beating the crap out of Kara Hogan and Allie's just torn. Like, what do you like? I mean, come on. It's not like Kara Hogan has a YouTube channel with her. I mean, come on.
That's very true. All right. So, guys, what did you think of Impact as a whole? Dave, we'll go with you first.
I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I give it like a 3. It was enjoyable.
All right. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
All right, so that wraps up our Impact post show. We touched on Mae Young Classic, touched on the WWE NXT, and Impact tonight. Don't forget, we will be live again with you guys on Saturday night. Everybody shooting the shit, getting you ready for that big Japan show on Sunday, I believe, right, Alex?
Yes, sir.
So we'll be.
What are you giving Impact?
I give Impact a solid 3.
Yeah.
And we'll touch more on the Japan show on Saturday. We'll get Alex and Dave's thoughts on that, maybe some predictions as well.
Are you guys watching that? I think it's on Fight TV.
If it's on Fight TV, most likely yes. And maybe we may even do a post show afterwards.
Why not?
See.
Is it on Fight TV? I thought it was only on Access.
If it's only on the Access, I will not be watching it. But if it's on the Fight app, I'll have to look it up. We'll definitely be checking it out. ROH on Friday, says Budweiser as well. Okay, so that's something we can touch on Saturday. Touch on the latest HBK news and everything else wrestling rumor related. We'll be touching on Saturday night show. Alex will be with us as well. Dave will be there as well. So we hope everybody can join us on Saturday. Let's open these WWE cards, guys, and see what we get. Hopefully we get a bunch of shields so we can send them all to Dave. Won't be here Saturday, says Adam Bomb, but that's all right. So we got Mandy Rose, everybody. I don't know what screen I should look at. Mandy Rose. We got Kalisto, Chris Jericho, and everybody's favorite Big E. Let's see. What else is next.
You got the jobber pack.
Yeah, yeah. Next, I got Jack Gallagher, Kurt Angle, Paige, and Sasha Banks. Everybody, there you go. So yeah, I didn't get shit.
Well, I know Tony will be keeping the Mandy Rose card close to him, but that's about it.
Right. Oh, you know me too well, Alex. That's why I stayed. You want to see all the pictures up? Here, I'll put them up to the camera. We got Mandy Rose.
That's gonna be a sticky card.
So, Chris Jericho, Big E, Jack, Kurt Angle, Paige, and Sasha Banks. So there you go. Maybe I'll get if I'm at the store and I see a couple of more, maybe I'll grab them just for some shits and giggles for Saturday night show. So thank you everybody for joining us. Let's do a quick little shout out for everybody who popped in tonight. Over 1,800 viewers, everybody. Thank you so very much. Alice, Jeffrey Cross, Mr. Budweiser, Gene. That's a bot, I believe. Let me see. Mehmet, Alan, Big Dog, Matt's Fan, England. Lady, thank you for joining. That's a bot. Peck and Rod, Jody, Bliss, Bobaruski, Spees. Who else? Trading cards never do. Yeah, Liam, what's up? Thank you for joining us. Danny, Phillip, Reezy, Spees, Dr. Huge, and Lip Mantis. Thank you all for the Super Hearts. Thank you again. Also, Jeffrey Cross for the Super Hearts as well. Don't forget to follow us up on the YouTube channel at Get the Tables. I'm going to have to get that up on the screen, our YouTube channel as well. Our Twitter accounts are up on the screen. Please follow us on there. Would really appreciate you guys jumping onto YouTube and going up there and subscribing. Really would like to hit to 100 subscribers. Almost 80. We have 79 currently. Would love to hit 100. So please go up there and hit up those YouTube likes and subscribe. Please, would really do appreciate that. Not sure who you're talking about. No, Sean. Not sure what your guys are talking about. That I may have missed something, but thank you guys for joining us. Alex, any thoughts before our Saturday night show?
Wait, this Saturday is not the Australia Super Show, right?
That is next week.
Okay, so we have a week from the end of errors, so we still got some time. Yeah, should be. We got ROH on Friday. We got the New Japan show on Sunday, and so in between we'll be shooting the shit with you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Friday's almost here.
Yes, everybody. I hope you guys have a great Friday. No HBK in my card pack, unfortunately. Tears. But I guess Saturday, since Thursdays we're pretty much packed, I guess Saturday we'll do a prediction show for Super Showdown. So Saturday night we'll be do our prediction show and we'll touch on everything else wrestling related and get you guys ready for the Sunday night show also for New Japan. Thank you guys for the compliments tonight. Thank you guys for follows. If you're new to the show, hit that follow button. We'd really appreciate that. Trying to get to 1,200 followers on Periscope. We're getting very close. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everybody for joining us every time we're live. And we're going to end tonight with some final countdown. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll be live with everybody on Saturday night. Thank you guys for the wonderful support you guys give us each and every single time we're live. Again, go follow us on the YouTube if you don't mind. And we do have a Patreon account. If you want to check it out, it's in the profile if you feel like you would like to donate. So appreciate you guys joining us. Yep, we will be scoping Saturday nights. We'll be live with you Saturday night. So, Jay, thank you for popping in at the end of the show. And we will see you guys Saturday. Have a great Friday, everybody.
Peace.